This episode of On the Line is presented to you by Living.fit, your one stop for all your fitness needs. Make sure you go download the app Living.fit today. Now here's the show. Welcome to On the Line. Today is Tuesday, September 27th, and we got a great show today. We got Anthony Fluffy Hernandez on the program. Love talking to him, coming off that big win over Marc Andre Barriault. Made a whole dent in the mat canvas. Awesome interview with him. Those literally two guys, just two friends talking about it. Anyway, after that, we go into just general MMA news, Bellator. Talk about Yoel Romero. I guess he's a dog now. He has that dog in him, I guess is what the kids are saying. But talk about that, and then we wrap up with our winners and losers for the week. But if you're listening on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Listen on Apple, Spotify, Deezer, Stitcher, any other podcasting platform. Hit that follow, leave a review. But without further ado, let's go into front of the program. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. All right, we are joined by someone I can officially call a friend of the program at this point. We are joined by Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, coming off a big win. My man, how does it feel to be the Mexican Khabib?
Dude, I just seen a meme. One of my buddies sent me a meme with the Khabib, the little fucking hat. This shit's hilarious. Hey, it makes sense. It's a lot safer to fight that way, and as soon as my thumb's healed, I can get back in there. No cuts, no damage. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
For you, it's like a win when you only break your thumb, right? We've had so many shitty injuries, dude.
Dude, so many shitty injuries that took so fucking long, like 6 months and shit to heal. They're like 2 months for your thumb. I'm like, oh, fucking say less. Get back in shape. Got it.
There we go. Easy does it. That's probably the quickest recovery in 2 months. So then we'll be back in action in 3 months then? Probably, hopefully.
I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna fucking get my thumb right. Give it the 2 months they said. I'm gonna start hitting, and if I can hit people successfully in the gym hard, I think I should be good to go.
So at what point did you break it? In the fight? When did you break it?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I looked down in the second, and it fucking was just pointing to the left, or to the left. Yeah, it was just sideways, and my nail was facing at me. I was like, oh, what the fuck? But I ended up finding out I just fucking dislocated it somehow. So they put it back in. Yeah, I went and got an X-ray yesterday. They're like, you didn't break it. I'm like, what the fuck? That shit was sideways. I was like, well, all right then. So yeah, I dislocated my thumb and just tore some ligaments, but it's hella fat compared to the other one.
I'll say that now, dude. Well, I think you sign up for that any day of the week with how the injuries you've taken over the past couple of years.
No, 100%. The tip of the thumb is nothing serious. I'm like, all right.
No. And you can do so much. You can still do stuff with, even though obviously thumb's probably the most important finger. You can still do other stuff though. It's still not being shit, but not like you tear your ACL or you fuck up your shoulder where you're like, I can't do anything.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm still been training. I've been doing privates and shit, just shadowing the right side and getting my body to open up, doing kicks and shit. So I'm still working. It's gonna be privates instead of classes, which is cool because I can do it at home.
So yeah, you don't have to do that travel or what? Because you travel hour and a half each way, right?
Dude, so I bought a house in the city, so now my life is a lot fucking easier. It's
I thought you were never gonna do that. I thought you were never gonna be a city boy.
I know, but I'm not going to. But hear me out. I figure if I go hard as fuck for the next couple of years, and it gives me time to work on my property still, and then move back out there. Because dude, I definitely can't stay in the city, but. My kids needed to fucking be in their own rooms and shit because we were living in a fucking 26-foot trailer and we were off grid for 4 years. We were just roughnecking that shit. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck, my plans aren't falling into place as fast as I wanted them to. So we'll buy a house, move to the city, make life a lot easier, and that way I can actually spend time with them. Because when I was way out in Zamora, I was in SAC and I would never see them really. And yeah, fuck that. I want to be a part of their growing up and shit, So my main goal is to be around them when they're home and when they're at school and shit. I try to train. My schedule's been working out perfect. I get to spend a lot more time with them, so I don't want to miss that. We can always go back to the country,
You can do that later on when they're done the fighting career. They're a little bit older, and you're not missing the younger memories. Those are more important.
Yeah, no, 100%. But right now, I just gotta enjoy the now.
So, are you in Sacramento then? Is that where you guys moved to? Is that the city you moved to?
Okay. Yeah, I'm out in Antelope area now, but I still have my property. So, today, I'm gonna go out there to my property and take the kids out there, fuck around a little bit, grab some stuff, and then come back out here. So it kind of works out great. Get the best of both worlds now.
Exactly. Now you get the best of both worlds. And so, I know I heard you're on your last fight of your deal or whatever. Like you're not really worried about not getting re-signed. Like you're gonna get re-signed no matter what you think, right? Like you're pretty much
Yeah,
chilling.
no, yeah. I should hopefully. I'm fucking on a 5 win streak, you know. If not, then it is what it is. But no, I should be good to go.
So you should be good to go.
I keep hearing people like say they want to see me start fighting top 15. So I'm like, okay, pay me. I'm down. I'll be there. Give me a date and give me some money, and I'll fucking show up.
Do you like obviously money's important, all that, but do you want the competition? Like whatever, like obviously you have that one fight left. Like, are you cool? Like, I'll fight one of those guys on this last contract. Like, do you even really care? Like, obviously you care, but is it really
Yeah.
is that a determining factor? Like, yeah, I'll fight the guy there if I on this last fight. Like, I don't care. I just want the competition. Then we'll worry about the money.
Yeah, I definitely want the fucking competition, but I also want to get paid because at the end of the day, I still got to feed my kids and shit. Now I got a house payment, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like to make my life easy as possible, so I can just fuck shit up and like give the fans what they want. Is my goal, you know. And obviously it takes money to do that. So, fuck, man, I take a nice little raise, you know. I'm not fucking. I don't mind earning my dollars, you know. I mean, like, I'll fucking come show out. But. No, it should be all good soon. Just waiting to hear with the manager and shit. We go from there.
Should be fine, but they probably might hold a couple dollars away because you broke the fucking canvas with the dude's face.
It's not my fault.
I heard you did.
They got to build that shit stronger then.
When did you find out you broke? Like you were like one of the first people to ever do that. Like when did you find out you broke the canvas?
Dude, I didn't even know about that until someone told me about it. But it's fucking wild. I really haven't been on the internet that much. I've been like, I'll go on, look at memes, share some shit, and then get offline. You know. I really. So what? Fuck. I guess I found out. When did I do the interview? I would have found out like Monday. I was like, oh shit, that's wild, bro.
Wow. I feel like you would have saw something and being tagged like on Instagram or something because you share a lot of people's stuff. I'm surprised no one tagged you in anything like, oh, you broke the mat.
No, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Wow.
But
so
that's fucking wild, man.
It's fucking wild. It is fucking wild. Like, dude, again, that's like something that's ever happened. So it was obviously the broke the thumb, but like it didn't really seem like that changed your game plan at all. Was it just really just you're gonna grapple fuck him to death and then eventually finish him on the ground? Was that kind of the game plan just regardless?
My game plan was just drown him and make him fucking so tired he doesn't want to be there no more, and then try to submit him or something, you know. If I could, like, honestly, I'd love to just go out there and bang and knock people out, but fuck, man, I keep hurting my hands and shit. So I'm like,
you hit so fucking hard, you break your hands.
I gotta fucking start wrestling and shit, you know. But it's a fucking MMA fight. At the end of the day, like, if I wanted to kickbox, I just go do straight kickboxing. You know, it's MMA. This is what I gotta do. So I gotta fucking do what I gotta do to show like this is MMA, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I think I just keep doing that, stay in shape, and I should be good to like drown everyone. You know, because holding up 200 pounds is fucking hard when you're fucking tired. You know what I mean? You put that weight on someone, and they're gonna get tired no matter what.
Oh yeah. And I feel like too, at some point, people are gonna forget you have hands because you've just been wrestling people the past 2 fights. They're like, oh, he just has hands. They're just gonna worry about the takedowns. And then boom, uppercut, finish. There we go.
100%. Like a lot of my buddies and shit are like, bro, why do you still got striker? Change that shit. I'm like, fuck you guys, you motherfuckers. I still got hands. I promise.
They're put on the shelf for now. If you don't need the hands, what's the point? If you know you're gonna get to finish on the ground, why not?
I know, 100%. Yeah,
100%.
That's why I've been trying to work elbows. I'm like, if I can save my hands, then
and if you break your elbow, then you're fucked even longer.
Dude, I'd be so pissed. I would be like, I'm such a bitch, bro. Like, I'm a bitch if I break my elbow. Fuck that.
Oh my god, that would be brutal because that's like an 8-month recovery. That's a brutal recovery.
But that would be horrible.
I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out.
For sure.
No,
I'm pretty dense though. I have pretty good luck with not breaking bones. Just like them being crooked or some shit, you know.
You just dislocate it. You just dislocate it. The joints maybe not be there, but the bones were good.
They're good. They didn't snap, you know. No. Yeah, it's a good thing about being dense.
Exactly, it is a good thing being dense. So real quick, I heard there was a song I haven't heard in a long time, and I'm like, I think this would be perfect for it. It's you. Do you have a emotional feeling towards your like walkout song like whatsoever? Do you like have a pocket song like you have to use it forever?
Nah.
Okay.
I walk it to like whatever.
Okay, I have an idea. Whenever you're next time in a crowd, you should just be Colt 45. I feel like that fits you perfectly.
Dude, I fucking love that song. I used to like get high as fuck when I was young, walk around town. It was like Colt 105, 260.
That would be perfect. I think that just fits you perfectly. You just walk out to that, people get fucking going, and then
dude,
damn.
that song is hard.
That song is pretty
I want to fight with the crowd next time because that shit's so fun with the crowd. Like, dude, it's just a whole different energy, you know. Like with no one being around, it's like a street fight. It's just like fuck you, bro.
So you beat him like he fucking owed you money. I was like, I just wanted to bring up the way was he talking shit to you or something? Because when after you choked him out and he was unconscious, you were like, it looked like you were talking shit a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, he was talking shit. When I was like mad dogging him across the cage, like when he first got in there, he said something. He was like whispering something, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Like,
oh no.
I don't talk shit online and shit, but like in person, oh, I love it. I'll talk some shit. I'll like if I can hit you and talk shit, I'm all for it. Like it doesn't make sense for me to talk shit on the internet because I can't even hit you. Like, you know what I mean?
No, exactly what you
mean. So I just like to keep it real.
No, yeah, I'm gonna say like I felt like there was something because I know you're not like you're not disrespectful. Usually, if someone's a dickhead to you, you're gonna be a dickhead right back. You don't.
Oh, bro, that karma takes too long. I'll give it right back.
Got back within 10 minutes, and you took him out. Finish him quick.
100%. Like that's why, like in the first round when I got off him, I was talking shit too. I'm like, it's gonna be a long night, motherfucker.
That's like your go-to. Literally every single time after the first round, you always for the Rodolfo. You probably saw that to the last. Did you say? I'm assuming you said it to the last guy too, because you drowned him too.
No, I don't know, bro. Like if I'm gonna talk shit, it's during the fight. Like after, it's all respect and shit. I'll shake your hand, dap you out. Like it takes a real man to get in there. You know what I mean? Try to kill each other. So like I'm always respectful in that aspect, but like while we're fighting and swinging at each other, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to kill each other, like straight up.
Exactly. Like before it could be all nice and stuff, and just like it's like a little sandwich. Before we're all good. Middle, fuck you. After it's all love. Let's smoke a blunt. It's all good. We're good.
100%. It's exactly how I see it. You know what I mean? Like you got to keep a certain mindset. Like if I go in there with the friend mindset, I'm not gonna try to hurt you. That's gonna be a boring fight, you know. Yeah, I'm here to make fans, so I'll be extra violent if I have to.
And so that's the other thing too, is like obviously when you have people like, I mean, the wrestling thing, it's not like you're wrestling and like laying on them and not doing anything. You're wrestling and you're ground and pounding them. Like you're actively trying to beat the living shit out of this guy, which is, I think if you're a fan of the sport, that's what you want to see when people wrestle. If you're going for finishes and beating the crap out of people, that's fun to watch.
No, yeah, 100%. 100%.
I'm assuming your friends have given you shit though, because they're doing the little like, oh dude, come on, throw some hands. Come on. What the fuck, dude?
No, for sure. But like they used to complain like when I was amateur and like I'd knock people out in like 30 seconds. They're like, what the fuck, bro? We just got here. I'm like, well, that's on you, motherfucker. You can never make them happy. You know what I mean? No. Just do you.
Exactly. And that's just kind of the whole like entire internet. It's like you just gotta do you. You gotta do what makes you happy and gotta do what like gets the job done and pays the bills, which we've kind of talked about. The bills are the only thing that really matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. If I can fight more and make more money, then fucking great. Like, let's do that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep trying to stay healthy and just keep fucking shit up.
Hell yeah. And so obviously, like we've talked, so now you're out for like 2 months minimum because of the thumb, but that's nothing. Usually that's about how long it is between fights anyway when you're healthy.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So obviously probably looking around somewhere between like right before the rankings or maybe even in the rankings, probably more than likely probably someone like right below, right around that like 15 to 20 range. Is there people you have in mind that you want, or is it just like I don't really give a fuck, let's just see what happens?
I really don't even like know who's in front of me, so like I don't really pay attention. I don't pay attention. So I really don't give a fuck. Like whoever the fuck they want me to fight, I'll fight. Like I'm when I say I'm ready for anyone, I really mean that shit, you know. I've been fighting my ass off since I was like a kid, 15 years old. Like, so I feel like I've seen everything, every style, you know. So now it's just like stay healthy, stay sharp, and like do my homework and break that down and make it easy on myself.
Exactly, because I know like we talked about this last time around. It's like because like you were saying, I think it was before the fight. Who the fuck did you fight before Barriault? Who was the fight when you were on PPV?
Josh Frem. There was like 3 different fights though.
That's right. Yeah, because we did the interview and like the day later it switched on us. Yeah. So I remember before that you were talking about how you never wanted to fight injured again. Like in time we've had 2 fights where I'm assuming you weren't hurt before this last one, or at least no serious injury. How big of a difference is it out there? Like going out there and like not having like a broken rib or something before a fight.
But I mean, it matters, man. It matters so much. Like, because going in there, if you have any doubt, I mean, everyone's fucking good in the UFC. You have any doubt in your mind, you're probably gonna get fucked. You know what I mean? Like, if there's any doubt in your mind, that they'll find it. So I feel like it's better to just be like 100% ready. It's been working out great for me so far. I've been on a 3-fight win streak, not fighting hurt. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. Like the fans, you have to be patient. I'm not gonna fucking just fight for money. It's got to make sense,
but not
yeah, not hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck, I'm hurt and I need money right now, so fuck it, I'm gonna fight. That's not like right now. It's just stay healthy and fuck shit up and like keep making a great name for myself. Because at the end of the day, I want to be a fucking legend. Like. And like so far, and from my area in Dunnigan, like nobody's done what I've done. So like it's motivates the youth, and like at the end of the day, it's all that really matters. You want the kids to do better and not be little fuck ups. I was a little fuckhead growing up, and I changed that around. So I mean, so can they. Just got to give the people hope.
I know it's kind of been the same. It's been the same thing for you. It's always about the kids at the end of the day. That's what you want to be. You want to be an inspiration for the kids around your area and just in general.
100%, man. Cause the next generation, you got to give them something to look up to and like look forward to, and be like, oh fuck, if he could do it, I could do it. Exactly. That's what you really want, because then you can bring up the whole town. That's how I feel, at least.
Dude, I'm assuming people in that area though, like I'm assuming like in your general vicinity, like a lot of people know who you are. Like, oh, that's Anthony. He's the UFC fighter. So like, I'm assuming you get that a little bit of that there, right?
Definitely, I definitely am very taken care of and done again and shit. Like, all the people like the gas station shit know who I am, and like they hook me up like all the time. They give me free car washes and shit, and like discount on gas. Like, they're fucking cool. I love the people where I'm from. Like, they got a lot of love for me. It's great.
Exactly, that's what you gotta love. Oh, discount on gas must have been clutch here a couple months back.
Dude, so clutch, so clutch. I'm like, a free car wash, and I save 10 cents. Say less.
Dude, it's that 10 cents
anything
goes a
helps, because fuck way. Bro, yeah. Yes, damn near $6 in gas. I'm like, shit, bro.
Adds up
what,
fast.
Hell yeah.
Adds up fast. All right, man. That's all I got for you. I told you it'd be pretty short, pretty sweet. Obviously, we're here in a couple months. We'll see you fight. Maybe January, maybe December, but it's got to be in front of fans, all right?
Oh, for sure. That'd be great. That'd be fucking great. That way at least my fucking family can come, and I owe my kids a fight because they didn't get to go to the last one. So hopefully I can bring them out.
And hopefully it's close to you somewhat, or maybe just like a Vegas card.
Shit, dude, I'd take Vegas, man. I love Vegas. I fucking, so far, like, I'm undefeated in Vegas.
That's a fact. Or because when'd you fight Holland? Was that not in Apex?
No, he fucked me up in no, that was when we went to Florida.
Oh
yeah.
So we're good then. We're good. Yeah. Oh yeah, because I was like, was that like the first card back?
That was like the first COVID craziness where they like, oh wait, yeah, it was, because that was the first time they introduced fans and shit. So yeah, it's like one of the first ones.
You are undefeated then in Vegas. That was the only one I was thinking of, because I knew it was around that area where we're still doing Apex fights. But yeah, undefeated in Vegas. Let's go back to Vegas.
No, fuck yeah, definitely. Good luck out there.
To Vegas. Yeah, 100%. Stay on the West Coast. Let's just stay on the West Coast. Fuck the East. Fuck the East Coast. We're staying on the West Coast.
100%, bro. 100%.
And then the last thing too is you've had a different hairstyle every single time. What was that one thing? It was like a mullet, but it wasn't a mullet. It was like one side.
Yeah, it was like a one-sided mullet, so you can see my tattoo basically. Like a half a bullet, basically. But no, yeah, you got to change it up every time. Got to keep the crowd guessing.
I thought we were gonna see the braids guys. I thought the braid was nice with the Rodolfo Vieira, but then we had that. Then the last time we had the Aztec thing, I thought that was pretty sick. But
the braids were like dope, but bro, I was losing hella hair. I was like, hell nah, bro. I ain't
really.
I didn't know how, like, I guess braids like pull your hair out like a motherfucker, and with all the grappling and clinch work and shit, like hella hair is getting pulled out. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. No. I'm not trying to get bald faster,
No, we don't.
It was cool while it lasted. It was cool while it lasted. But,
it was cool while
hard pass.
All right, we're done with that. We're done with that. Now we're just gonna do like shave insides and like letting the tattoos flare. I love it. Also, the tweet you had after the fight with Josh Friend was so funny, because I feel like you haven't tweeted a month ago. Like, how about that wrestling, motherfuckers?
Dude, yeah, I never fucking tweet, bro. Like I said, it's pointless for me. It's just all they do is talk shit online. I'm like, bro, I don't really give a fuck about that. If you want to square up and fight me, then like let's fight. But there's no point to talk shit unless I can hit you. Like I said, like. No.
Yeah. All right, man. There's any shout outs, anything like that you want to throw on out there, now is your time to do so.
Oh fuck, man! I gotta look for my
Just
sponsor sheet.
should we just say go on the IG? Just go on the IG and check it out.
Yeah, no, go to my Instagram. Check out my sponsors. Yeah, thank you for your time, bro.
Always appreciate you, man. Always appreciate you. You're one of my favorites to have on.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you.
Austin talking about man, kind of disappointed doesn't come on before the fight, but we got him after, which is usually those interviews after a fight are usually a lot more fun, obviously. So shout out to him. We'll talk to him here soon once his thumb recovers. Can't stop getting hurt, but it is what it is. So big over the weekend. Yoel Romero's back. And he just started. Did you see him biting the cage?
Yeah, that shit was wild.
He's on some nice vitamins. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, amazing
vitamins. Oh my god, dude.
I mean, he was growling. It was weird. It was a little funny though. I mean, like I wasn't even looking at the TV screen. I just heard it, and it made me like turn around and look like, what the hell is going on behind me?
I couldn't hear it because I was bartending, so like I was watching it, and I just look over, and he's just like barking, getting his saliva all over the camera, and then I didn't see them biting the cage until after, but I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
It was wild. I don't know. He was pumped up. He was hyped.
Dude, that's an understatement. He beat the shit out of him. Like that was like a street, not street fight, but that was just like he beat the shit out of him like he owed him money.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, he took elbows to the face, knocked him out pretty much. I think he had like the flash KO. Poor guy. Last fight ever MMA. And you gotta go out like that is not the way I want to see it, but
took like 2 extra blows too. The ref was like, let him die a little more today in his last fight. Let's make sure he's really retired. Yeah, I felt bad about that. That sucks.
Romero looked good though.
He did look
but
good.
He should have finished him earlier. Like if it was obviously prime Romero, would have no business fighting the guy, but he would have finished him a lot sooner.
Oh yeah. But it's Yoel also has been in Bellator. At least it feels like he plays with this food a lot more. He dicks around.
Yeah, well he knows the skill level is just so different. Like skill wise, he's still so good. He just doesn't. I don't think he has that power that he once had.
No, I mean, yeah, that would make sense. Maybe he still has athleticism, but athleticism as such probably is. He's 45 years old, even though he's on the best vitamins you can buy and the best vitamins you can get. You can't replicate that. You can't replace that. Maybe if you're Tom Brady, you can. Well, even maybe not anymore. But Yoel, he also looks like a shit brick house too. Like he's almost too big.
Yeah, he always has been. He's at 205 though.
I know, but he looks like, dude, like he just looks, I don't know how to describe it. He just looks like, I don't even know how he made 205, how big he is. Like his traps are now up to his ears.
He's pure muscle. Like he's yoked up. Like he's at the gym. He's at the gym all day, every day. Because, I mean, he left the UFC and got big. So is Bellator and USADA and all that? Like,
I had this conversation on Saturday and I couldn't figure it out. I think they technically have to, but they go to those Indian reservations and they don't test at those Indian reservations. So I don't think they test, really.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Because when was the last time you heard of a Bellator guy getting suspended?
That's what I was saying. I've literally never even heard of like Bellator people like getting tested by USADA or anything like that. Like you don't hear about it by any of the MMA news guys. But that might just be because Bellator is Bellator.
And we never someone just doesn't fight for like 2 years. You're like, why wasn't he fighting? And you're like, oh,
yeah,
this is what it is. He just didn't want to, wasn't ready.
Yeah, exactly.
The Dana White method. The Dana White method.
Yeah. What'd you think about the event overall?
I thought it was pretty entertaining. I was kind of Peter Queally. Oof. He just keeps getting his shit rocked in Ireland. It's
yeah, they need to give him a layup. I don't know why. It's kind of messed up. They're not doing him what the UFC does to their international stars. They don't give him. They're not giving him any layups.
It's also surprising to see Benson that good at that age, and now he's going to get a title shot, and he's going to get murdered by Nurmagomedov, and that's going to be his last fight.
I feel bad for that guy too. I mean, he looked good. But I don't know if he looked that good because Quealy's just not good.
He's just not. Yeah, Quealy's not.
I
didn't realize how old he was either. He was like 36. I thought he was like 34, maybe 33. No, he's 36. Yeah.
Quealy's old. Like they were kind of making it seem like he was like this young, like hyped prospect that Ireland and Dublin and the whole Europe scene could kind of thrive off of. And
he's old as shit.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, and this
literally, you're younger than Benson. a year younger than Benson. We're all talking about this
exactly.
could be his last fight and all that,
And
but he won. Now it's not. Now he's going to get murdered by Nurmagomedov. But
and
yeah,
that's
that
why I
was.
don't know how impressive it was. Is I mean, like you said,
Mhm.
he was a year younger than Benson. Benson's obviously better than him.
Yeah.
Like that's obvious. So
Yeah, not too much to take away. Then Mads Burnell losing. That was
yeah.
Bellator loves having these massive favorites. They just like to give these guys matchups, but they're not good enough to really be that like favored. They lose. Like that, I feel like in Bellator every week there's like a minus 700 favorite who loses, or a minus 400 or 300, whatever. UFC that doesn't. I feel
Yeah.
like it happens in the UFC, but not as common as it is in Bellator. You know?
And only thing I would say it's probably just because these guys, like the bookmakers, don't really know who these Bellator people are. There's
Yeah.
way less info, and so I mean, someone's like, "Oh, this guy's really good," and then one book has this line insanely high, and then all the other ones follow suit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But UFC, more well-known fighters, so
That
it's a
makes
little
sense.
easier to
And you at least know
gauge.
everyone that's in the UFC, minus like a Bo Nickel who's fighting today, who's at the moment minus 1,500. So it's dropped from minus 2,000 to 1,500. Sharp money coming in on
Yeah,
the other guy. He's gonna get murdered, but it is what it is. But yeah, that would make sense as to why they have all these like minus 700 favorites losing.
but still, it's
It's
yeah. I don't know who. It's I guess it's not Bellator's fault that these lines are so wide. Like
I mean,
Bellator's
it
not
happens in
putting out
PFL
the
too.
lines.
It happens in
Yeah,
it happens in
exactly.
PFL all the time too. Like who was the last guy? He won Sorty. Sorty kept being a massive favorite, and he lost like every
Hmm.
fight this year.
Yeah,
They just never adjusted.
yeah, it comes down to guys having inflated records. I think one and whoever is like the MMA line makers are just, I guess, unaware of who people
Yes,
are.
I guess. I was trying to find the lines for this weekend's Bellator event. This one's like loaded. There's a lot of big names. By that I just mean AJ McKee. You also got well, Spike Carlisle. I feel like if you watch like what's it call it? I can't find the fucking stats. If you watch UFC and you're just kind of paying
Aaron
attention to MMA, you know who
Pico.
Spike Carlisle is. Yeah, Aaron Pico's fighting this weekend. They got Pitbull fighting this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, or is it
JJ
Pitbull or is it his brother?
Wilson. I don't.
No, it is
Patricio
no. It is
Ferrari.
Patricio. It is the Pitbull that lost to AJ and then
Yeah.
squeaked out that split decision against AJ as well. So yeah, I don't know. They loaded this one up. So this will probably be the most Bellator will be talked about. And then you got the UFC card this weekend. I'm waiting for the takes that this Bellator card is going to be better than the UFC card. Those are probably coming in a couple days.
Maybe. I don't think they'll come though because Bellator just does not put on a good production.
Oh, it's terrible.
Their production is just shit too.
Yeah,
like
it's not good.
It sucks because like their fighters aren't half bad. It's just I don't know. Their commentators are trash. I'm sorry.
Big John.
They don't bring anything. Like PFL has like different stuff. They have like their scoring. They have like their refs have like the cameras. You know.
I like the ref cameras. I like them. I know people have shit on the like see through the cage cam. I like that. I like that thing that they do. They also have the guy like Kenny Florian, for instance, was literally banned from like calling UFC fights because Dana White was mad at him that he didn't do something for him. Mm-hmm. So you have Kenny Florian, who is a UFC commentator. He's good. I like Kenny a lot. Not just because he's the friend of the program. I actually do think he's a very good commentator.
Yeah.
Couture's not bad, and then I forget who the color guy is for them, but they have a good commentary team. And then like they have Ian Parker doing the bets and stuff. That's kind of unique. They don't do that with not every promotion does it. Like Contender Series, they have Yanni on there, which is entertainment in itself. But
for sure.
But like Ian Parker is with the PFL, and like that's another aspect of it. And Bellator is just Josh Tom. It's just Weigh In podcast does Bellator.
Yeah, exactly. And it just the production's just better on PFL too. Like I said,
well, they have ESPN.
They add more aspects to it, like their FRP scoring. Like I said, the cameras, like all that. Like that just adds two different elements that UFC doesn't have, and Bellator then just looks like a knockoff UFC, whereas PFL looks like an innovative fighting company.
It looks like a modern company, while UFC is still like traditional. Bellator is trying to be the UFC, but it's not doing anything really different other than bringing in like they love bringing in like national champion wrestlers. Like I feel like that's their forte. It doesn't matter how good they were. If you're national champion, you have a Bellator contract. UFC is very picky with those guys. This, again, as we've said a million times, Bo Nickel, prime example. They wanted him, and they have him, just not to the full contract. Well, at least he has a contract. Let's not beat around the bush. He has a contract. Yeah, it's just under the table. That's all.
For sure.
That's all it is.
Agreed.
But yeah, all right. Bellator still is still the backup. Still, I say Bellator's number 3, PFL number 2. Them.
100%, man. Yeah. I think PFL for surely surpassed.
Yeah, and then one just doesn't have enough events. I feel like that's the one problem one has. They have a good product, they have a good production. They just
I think really if one was even once a month, I think that you could say that it's better than Bellator because one's fucking dangerous. Like that, if you like violence, like. I mean, that's violence. You get knees.
If you want some legit like street fights, that like a sanctioned street fight, one is the sanctioned street fight you're looking for.
No, 100%. So I'm all for that. I'm ready for the next one event because I watched the last one with Mighty Mouse and shit was fucking nuts. I'm ready to see another one.
Love one, but that's the one thing they have. I wish they would have more events. It is what it is, but Bellator is still a baby brother. Remember Eagle FC? Remember when there was like they had like events every other month, like every couple weeks, a little bit, and then I haven't heard anything since. Did Habib lose all of his money, or what happened?
I don't know. I think they're still having events. It's just doesn't seem like they're televised
because they had that website, and I haven't heard anything about
it or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Like I haven't seen anything ever since the Kevin Lee fight. I haven't heard. Or no. Since the Desant Jr. Just on JDS.
Yeah, I was gonna say JDS. Yeah,
that was the last one.
I haven't seen it, watched anything, or seen anything since then.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we've really seen. Any other MMA news? I know I saw obviously Figgy Moreno got signed today for the card in Brazil. That won't be the headliner.
No.
At least I
wonder what will be then.
Well, based on timelines, could be Oliveira defending against Paul.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe that's what they want, and then if he
that'd be lit, bro. Oliveira beats Islam in fucking Abu Dhabi, and then goes to fucking Brazil and wins Volk. Or beats Volk in Brazil. Like that'd be fucking nuts.
Or if Benny beats Gamrot, or when Benny beats Gamrot, it could be Benny.
True, I am with that. That'd be a fun fight.
Yeah, so that's probably what they're aiming for. Then if it's not him, then like who would it be? I mean, Francis needs to defend his title at some point. It doesn't sound like they're going to get that done.
But I don't think
Francis. But they don't want to
potentially. I don't think they do for Francis in Brazil though.
No, it wouldn't make sense. I'm just trying to think of the guys who need to defend. Oh well, I mean, if Aljo wins, Aljo for some reason can't defend. He can't defend in America for some reason, so he'll probably be in Brazil to defend his title again. Oh no, he fought Peter Yan in. Where did they fight?
Apex, I think.
No. They fought in the crowd.
Did they?
Yeah, on God. I think they fought. Was it Singapore? Look this up.
Wait, the first one or the second one?
The second one. I know the first one was Apex. Where was the second one? The one Aljo won. On God. It's either Singapore or was the one before. Oh, it was Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was able to
273 in Jacksonville, Florida.
Interesting. So so it won't be that. So we got the flyweights, bantamweights, the featherweights. Volkanovski's not defending his title here soon. It's not going to be Josh Emmett, Volkanovski, unless Benny gets it. I don't know what they'll do with that. So maybe it could be Volkanovski defending his title again, but I think they want to do him in Australia. So I think he might be on the books for a little bit. Then you got obviously
it won't be Leon.
No.
Only thing I can think.
Is he?
No, is Amanda Nunes because she's Brazilian and headlining with Juliana Pena for that trilogy, which would that's not like super exciting. Or maybe like
Valentina.
I was gonna say Valentina and Nunez maybe if they were gonna do that, or
they're not gonna waste John Jones in Brazil. They're not gonna ruin that return. I think he is. I think that is what's kind of holding stuff back is they're trying to figure out when John's fighting.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been dope if they did Jiri and Glover in Brazil, and then but
why are they doing
Jiri kept
that?
saying no. I think, and Glover was just like, all right, fine.
No, that would make sense. That would make sense. I thought the Samurai would go anywhere, any place.
Me too. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you talk a lot of shit, bro. Like,
Come on, Yuri.
Why not?
But what's the fucking book he reads? Like The Ring or whatever.
I don't even know, man.
I don't know. I need to.
Dude's so interesting.
He's an interesting man. But yeah, I wonder who's gonna. It could be Amanda Nunes, which would then that put Moreno and her on the same card again. Actually, no, that card was kind of nice. That was kind of a fun.
Yeah, it was a fun.
It was
like, I can't complain.
But for the first pay per view of the year, though, they can't dick around. They have to put on a fucking killer card, especially going back to Brazil. But there's so many good Brazil fighters, so it'll be a good one, top to bottom.
Has the Carla and Wei Li fight been booked yet?
Yeah.
When is that?
That is booked for December.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be Valentina. I mean, I only think the only people worthy of going over there would be Valentina, Nunez, or Volk. But I don't think Volk will do it.
No, obviously, Volk, I think they want to do one. I think they want to do something in Australia with Volk.
Yeah, and then obviously Leon's not fighting.
No, he's not. He's not. No, if they're doing the Leon fight, it's either going to be in England or it's going to be America.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's probably going to be Nunez fighting Pena for the trilogy.
Yeah.
That'll probably one of those two will be the headliners. I'm assuming.
Damn. Hopefully it's not Pena. I don't want to see that fight again. That's just going to be a butchering again.
It will be. It will be.
Maybe she'll get the finish. Maybe Amanda can actually finish her off this time. But I think that's what we got then. It'll be interesting to see. I think a lot of it has to do with what happens at 280. I think that's going to determine who headlines that event. So
yeah,
we shall see.
Agreed.
Well, actually, maybe if based on the way the lightweight division is.
That's such a little amount of time though, too. Like that's October 20th. This event's January 23rd.
Yeah, that is a
that's
fast
literally
turnaround.
only 2 months. That's 2 to 3 months.
And no one defended their title at the last pay-per-view in August.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's weird how it's going to be. I mean, yeah, no.
And again, the only other person that doesn't have a fight is Francis. So who knows? I don't know. They'll do something.
Yeah.
We'll do something. All right, let's move on to our winners and losers of the week. I'm going to start off with our winner, one of my favorite people in the world. It's LeVar Ball. His son, Leangelo, signed a non-guaranteed contract with the Hornets. But if you watched him last year in the G League, he dominated. But like you can say, oh, G League that, G League this. He still did well in the G League. He's going to get his opportunity. I hope he does well just because LeVar Ball, back in the media, if all three of his sons are doing well, even though Lonzo can't stay healthy, dude, that would be peak LeVar Ball. So
yeah, I love LeVar Ball. I've never been a hater. I've always loved him.
I was a hater at the beginning, and then I learned to appreciate him.
Yeah,
it's a maturity.
I always liked him. It was a maturity thing. Good job. But but yeah, no. I mean, I like the guy.
I love LeVar.
Yeah, you can't hate on it. I feel like you just can't hate on a guy who just wants his kids to be the best that they could be. Like
undefeated, never lost.
Yeah, like
him talking about Jason Whitlock. It was like he don't know nothing but snacks.
Yeah, he'd be roasting people on TV. That was a crazy time in the media.
I missed that. LeVar Ball would be on like every other week, and he would just talk so much shit. And then he said the world thing to Carissa Thompson, or was it Christine Leahy? It was one of those two. I think it was Christine Leahy.
Leahy, yeah.
I think he told her to like stay in the kitchen.
Something like that. Like just ridiculous, man.
He was a TV show character. LeVar Ball, man. I miss him. I wish he came back. In college, I tried to get my fraternity actually sponsored by the Big Baller brand. We like sent him an email, like a proposal document and everything. He never replied to us. Which I mean, it would have been funny to get a reply. That's all we were going for. We just wanted to see what his reply would be. Call us like small ballers and things like that. I don't know. I thought it would be funny, but it is what it is. LeVar Ball, my first winner of the week. Anthony, your first winner.
My first winner goes to Zion Williamson. If you've been looking at pictures of him and whatnot, he looks like he's in phenomenal shape. Seems like he's healthy. And seems like he's got right. And so that's a win in my book because he last year couldn't stay healthy. Was kind of fat, looking a little chunky. now he knows he's looking a little chiseled. Muscles are showing. He's looking good, looking thin, and thin by Zion standards. And so I think that, if we can maintain that and he can just be this explosive player that he looked like he was going to be coming out of college, the Pelicans will be winners because they have a good little core. Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram is
CJ McCollum.
He's like the junior Kevin Durant. Like low-key.
He's super underrated.
Oh yeah.
CJ McCollum's there, who's very good. Then you have Zion, who you add in there now, and they have a bunch of young talent around them, so those guys develop, get better.
They got young Pat Bev. I forget that one guy. What's his name? The young Pat Bev on the Pelicans, who's just pisses off. Alvarado. I love that guy. Yeah. He's just a pest. He is a pest. You gotta have those. You gotta have those guys on your team. This guy just pisses off the best player. Like he got in Chris Paul's head so bad.
Oh yeah, he did. Just plays that are annoying as fuck. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So shout out Pelicans. Yeah, they have a good gun core. If Zion can stay healthy and just not get fat, they're good to go. They're gonna be good.
Yeah, I agree.
Not fat shaming. Not fat shaming.
No, he just gets a little chunky, but I think he learned that he can't eat too much of that food down there.
Him and Luka both.
He has to eat right. Yeah, Luka looks good too because Luka's been playing the European basketball, so he's actually in basketball shape.
Hasn't had enough time to just go to hookah lounges for months straight and just
not enough time. Not enough time. Only a couple of weekends.
Shout out to young superstars realizing that being healthy in the off season and going into the regular season, better stats. You're gonna feel better.
Maturity,
play
right?
Better. Maturity. Crazy thing, right? All right. Let's go into my first loser. My first loser goes to Michael Chandler. Just because I forgot about this video. I saw a video of him dancing to Macklemore Thrift Shop 2 days after he knocked out Tony Ferguson. And I just keep forgetting he's literally the most stereotypical white guy in MMA. He loves Macklemore. He loves NF. He loves motivational quotes. He is the most stereotypical white guy in America. So shout out Michael Chandler. Kind of a loser for that. Dude hits hard, fun fighter. But he is the most stereotypical white guy. But I love him for it. But yeah, and it's also very lame dancing, but it is what it is. Love Michael Chandler, but he is a loser this week because of that.
And Michael Chandler, I like him. I'm a great personality, great guy, always positive.
Kind of fake. It seems too real. It seems kind of fake though. With how
he's one of those people that's he's one of those people who seems like you're just like, how are you always like this? Yeah. But maybe he just like you said, he puts it on for the cameras for those 30 minutes or so that he has to talk to the media for his interviews and those fight interviews and whatnot. But he seems like a good guy overall. I don't know.
He was the face. He being a loser this week. Also a winner though for him being the face of Black History Month for the UFC back in 2021 2021. Shout out.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Winner for that for Michael Chandler.
Yeah, the UFC thought that was a great idea.
When there's
I don't even blame Michael Chandler. Like the UFC is probably.
You can't just be like no, but optically from the outside you're like, oh, this is you could use Francis Ngannou or like one of your champions that are black, all that other stuff. But no, we're gonna pick the white guy who adopted a little black boy. But it is what it is. All right, Anthony, you're a loser.
My loser goes to Russell Wilson.
Oh.
I don't know, man. Russell Wilson, I think we're all starting to realize that he's not like absolutely trash, but he's pretty close to it.
He's the best game manager. He's like what Kirk Cousins wants to be.
Yeah, he's literally just a product of an elite defense with the Legion of Boom and Marshawn Lynch when he was with the Seahawks. And now look at his team. He has 2 good wide receivers. He has 2 good running backs. He has a good offensive line, a very good defense, and he can't do fucking shit. So, defense is going to win them games, and hopefully the offense can start putting up some points. But so far, first 8 weeks, loser. They're paying him all this money. And
their coach sucks, too. Their coach
is trash. Play calling is awful. Everything about I should have just said Broncos are losers, but I just wanted to single Russell Wilson out because he's been playing especially terrible.
Do you think the locker room hates him already?
I don't know. You have to, right? This man was literally telling them to yell, pass, or run every single time the offense, every time their team was on defense. Like, bro, what is this, high school football? Like, they had them out there going, pass, run. Like, come on, bro. Like,
let's run.
Like, what is happening? Yeah, I don't know. I just think like I
You know
think
what?
it's hard when you're a guy like him who hasn't won shit in years. Like you don't like your status and shit only holds so much weight.
I think he's the most overrated quarterback. He's like the also it's like the same situation he was in Seattle. Great receivers. They have a great running back system. They have a decent line. He just can't do shit with it. It's kind of the same situation. It's like Pete Carroll is right, even though Geno Smith isn't really it. But dude, Russell Wilson, man, he's not worth that contract. Very happy the Colts didn't go out and get him. Which
He holds
not
the
going to
ball
talk
too
about
long.
that.
That's his biggest issue.
Yeah, he can't. He either wants a bomb
Mm-hmm.
or he can't. He like won't throw checkdowns. He's like he won't.
He doesn't like to run anymore. And that was what made him so good when he was younger. Is he was willing to get out of the pocket and run a little bit. And now
the one possession they scored on, he ran. That's literally the only possession they scored on was when he decided, oh, I'm going to be vintage Russ. But he thinks he's a pocket passer. But when you're 5'11", you can't really do that. You have to move out of the pocket.
I mean, not even just that. Like, that's who he was. Like, that's why he was so good, was because he had the running ability. And when you just completely abandon it, it'd be like, imagine, like, that's kind of Kyler Murray right now. And he's just trying to, like, sit in the pocket and pass the ball. It's like, you're good because you run the football, like, 20% of the time. Like, just do it. But
just do it.
It's easier said than done. And we're also fucking sitting here, so.
Yeah, we're not NFL quarterbacks or veterans, but looking at the games, it's kind of easy to see he's not that great. Also, I love how old Seattle players are loving it. They love seeing how bad he's playing because those guys hate him with a passion. Like Richard Sherman fucking hates Russell Wilson.
Yeah, Richard Sherman does not like him.
No, none of those former guys do. But anyway, enough shitting on Russell Wilson, even though I love doing it. Let's move on to my next winner. My next winner goes to Bellator, not because of the fights, but purely because they allow anyone to take as many vitamins as they want. Whatever vitamins you want to take, you can take them. Kind of already talked about it, but I wanted to shout them out because dude, there's some guys in their roster who are just they're pumped up. To put it nicely, they are pumped up. And there's some weight cuts that make zero sense to me. There are some people who should never make weight, but they do. And then when they get into the cage, they look like superhumans. So shout out Bellator for allowing any vitamins and supplements that these boys want to use. So yeah, Bellator, winner.
Yeah, I agree. These guys, I mean, they're like, hey, let's put out the best product we possibly can, so let them get juiced.
Yep. It's like I want them in baseball. I want them all to be juiced. Let everyone do steroids in baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, why not? It's a family sport.
Get the best product out there, right?
Exactly. Anthony, your winner.
My winner is Fading the Public.
Hell yeah. Not a betting show. Fading the Public. Fantastic.
Yeah, Fading the Public, you ever see Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, and the whole panel, or all but one is on one side, just go bet the other side. Just the spread. You don't even have to do the money line. Just take the spread. It's probably going to cover. If you see it trending on Twitter, probably just bet the other side. You see it, all the news articles are like, oh, this team is going to win. It's pretty much one-sided. Just go bet the other side. Because 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to win. That's why it's my winner. Fading the Public.
I benefited from that this week. Shout out to Kansas City Chiefs for being everyone's favorite pick this week. Got my Colts a victory. Looked terrible. Was there. Didn't believe what I was seeing. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I won't be upset about that. Matt Ryan? Oh, I'm not sure about that. Our line? Terrible. Maybe the worst. But it is what it is. Yeah, Fading the Public. I've been on it for years. You can do it for the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games too, usually. If you see, if you go, the betting numbers and see, 90% of the people are on, let's just use Kansas City because it's a pretty obvious one. Or, and if the line drops and it doesn't make any sense, why is Kansas City a 4.5-point favorite at Indy, who's looked like the worst team in the NFL? Well,
and they opened up at -2.5, too.
Did they really?
Yeah, that's why I was, really thought Indy was going to win, because the public was what bet them back to the +4.5 or 5.5, whatever it was.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right. Let's go on into our losers. My last loser, it goes to Dana White. He apparently has 10 years to live. So he got fucked over by some scam artist who told him, if you do this and take my juices, he'll live a little bit longer. So loser Dana White are getting suckered into a scam by some scam artist saying he only has 10 years to live. So shout out.
I saw that. I was like, bro, I wonder if that was real or what. But...
No, it was real. He's probably on the fungus diet where he's eating all the mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nah. Wow.
That is what it is. All right, Anthony, who you got for your loser?
My loser, it's kind of 50-50. It goes to the 6% of people who think that they can beat up a grizzly bear, and to the 15% of people who say that they cannot beat up a rat.
That's crazy.
I don't know why people don't think they can beat. This is all unarmed, no weapons, so just hands, feet, whatever you need to get it done. Obviously, you probably could pick up an object if you're in the wild, a rock or some shit, but no guns, no knives. But yeah, I don't know why you don't think you can't beat up a rat. Like,
punt the fucker.
Punt it. You could stomp it out. Like, it wouldn't be that difficult. Grizzly bear, I don't know why the fuck people think they could beat a grizzly bear. Like, you have a 0% chance. You don't. Do
you think Francis Ngannou could take on a grizzly bear? Because I think maybe. No.
No. I don't think any grizzly bears. Those are wild motherfuckers, man.
Those are some wild motherfuckers, but I mean, Francis Ngannou
like
is a superhuman.
They're like 2 tons.
That is true.
That's like 4,000 pounds. Like 2,000 to like 4,000 pounds.
Little uppercut from Francis Ngannou doesn't put out a grizzly bear.
Might stun it, but I ain't gonna put it out.
No, the rat one's what blows my mind. Like the fact, like you can punt it, you can pick it up and throw it, you can stomp it out.
There's so many options with the rat.
Like, how is it going to kill you right away? How do you not kill? Like, what's it going to do to you to like put you out? Grizzly bear, you could die in an instant. How's a rat going to kill you?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I don't get. All I could think is people out of fear. They'd just be so scared.
That's true, and they just like freeze. It could also be women, because I know like my mom's like terrified of mice, and she saw a mouse or a rat, she like.
My godfather's terrified of mice.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like mice.
I mean, I wouldn't say
either. Terrified, but
I'm not like scared of them. I don't like them.
Most of them not over here trying to stomp a rat out either. So
no, I'm not. I've never stomped out a rat or a mouse, but if my life depended on it, I could fuck that little thing up. I know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
I could fuck that thing up. You don't have to have any fighting knowledge.
No, you don't.
You could probably sit on the fucker too.
It's just small. Like you take anything else. Like
it's not gonna crawl on your ass. Like it's
stomp on a bug. I just gotta stomp on a little harder.
Yeah, just fuck it up. It's not.
Not yet.
How many rats do you think you could fuck up before they'd overwhelm you?
Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe once we're talking like 10 or 15, like that's a large amount of rats. Like especially like trying to climb up you and shit.
I think 10 or 15 is around where I would be too. It'd be somewhere around there. But do I have a weapon? You can also use one of the rats as like a fucking, not a sword, but you can like swing it by its tail and like fuck them up.
I don't know.
There's a lot of different ways to kill those things. A lot of variables, but I mean, I could at least fuck up 5 rats. I could kill 5 rats if my life depended on it.
Yeah, minimum. I mean, I think I could probably kill 10 or 15, but I think that's when my level of, I would start being overwhelmed. I'd start being like, all right.
How big's the space? Like, that's important.
Exactly, like how big the space is, like what's my surroundings. Like,
is it a New York rat, or is it a rat like here in the Midwest or in Vegas?
Facts too, bro, because the New York rats, maybe it's only 5. Like, those are 5. Fucking superhuman rats.
Dude, those things are freaks.
Like the rats back in like California, I used to see like my cat used to kill. Like I could take on probably like 20 of those. Like those are little guys. But,
yeah, I could fuck those up.
So it just depends. But
a lot of variables. Minimum though 5 rats. Yeah. Minimum 5 rats.
Minimum 5.
Minimum 5 rats. That's crazy, dude. Only like 76% of people said they could fuck up a rat. Or I think it was like 80.
Wild.
That's wild. And the Brits are even lower. So shout out America for beating Britain and their confidence. I think 0% of Brits said they could fuck up a grizzly bear. 6% of Americans like, oh, I could fuck that thing up. That's the most American shit. All right, that's what we got. Shout outs before we close this thing on out, or are we good to go?
No, we're good. I think we're good.
All right.
Yeah, we're straight.
Cool. We got Juicy J, the Juice, Drew and Rosa coming on Friday. We got Tyler Berman coming on the show on Friday. Very fun show. A lot of fun interviews coming up. So We'll see you guys on Friday with our UFC preview. I'll talk a little Bellator and metal. So with that, see you on Friday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around with me all the way to the end. I just want to once again thank the sponsor of the show, Living.fit. If you're looking to better yourself, make sure you go to download the app or visit the website Living.fit today.